The reaction from America outside of the media was incredibly crazy to Trump's assassination. It's going to have really big implications for the election. I want to show some of the tweets of the people that, just to give you an idea of kind of what's happening here, I'm going to show Elon Musk's tweet first because this is big implications and it says a lot for what's going to happen in this election. He said, quote, "I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery." Elon Musk has been on the fence about Donald Trump for a long time. He's been very clear he doesn't like Biden. That's true for a lot of liberals, by the way, which Elon Musk certainly is a liberal, not a conservative. But he just came out and fully endorsed Donald Trump. So that's one reaction. The next reaction, I want to show a couple from Greg. If you don't know, Greg is you got to go check him out on X, okay? No one actually knows who Greg is. That's the beauty of it. But Greg tweeted, "Shame on you, CNN." This is, of course, in relation to the CNN headlines and what's going on in the media. He then tweeted again, showing the amount of tweets Biden tweeted while debating. Again, that's the number you're seeing on screen right now. That's the number that Biden tweeted while he was debating. So it wasn't him, it was his interns, right? Which is fine, whatever. But then this is the amount, 0, after the shooting. And this was for like 2 hours. Biden didn't tweet anything for 2 hours. So between Biden and all of his interns, there were no tweets. The ironic thing about this is that they just came out, right, a couple weeks ago talking about how Joe Biden was going to have this kind of 8 o'clock curfew. He was going to go to bed because he's too exhausted, which he's 81. I don't blame him, but also he shouldn't be running for president. But in any case, this kind of proved that because he was clearly asleep when this happened. I mean, I reacted to it live at like 7 p.m. The man was probably asleep by then. So no word from President Biden, totally unacceptable. But there's a kind of different reaction that I want to show you from leftists that's really fascinating. This person tweeted, this is just a kind of random person. This is not famous in the slightest on X, but they tweeted this. "There was like 47 shots and the only injury is like a ripped out earring. I don't know, seems so weird. Hopefully no one else got hurt." So again, this is kind of when the conspiracy theories got thrown out there. And if you're looking at this and you're like, this event didn't really make sense, your instinct is correct. There's something weird about this. It's not in the way that the leftists are saying, but the Secret Service, what we're hearing, and I can't confirm this from the Secret Service because they've been kind of tightly lipped about this, but what people are saying is that the Secret Service could only shoot this man after he targeted President Trump. Which again, he had a gun pointed at Trump, so I don't really understand that. But if that's the protocol, that's why this is weird. That explains it. And that's completely weird. What the leftists are saying, though, is completely different. What they're saying is that this was staged. And my question for them was it staged when the MAGA person in the audience got killed and then 2 other are in critical condition? Was that staged by President Trump? I highly doubt it. I think that's really awful to say. It clearly wasn't staged. I don't think Donald Trump staged himself to almost get killed and to lose half of his ear and then have someone behind him die. Again, though, the most interesting reaction from this is Elon Musk by far. He was someone on the fence, not huge Trump supporter, didn't vote for him before, and now not just saying he's voting for Trump, but endorsing Trump. And by the way, it's not just that Trump, it's not as simple as Trump got shots at him, therefore people are supporting him. That's not what it is. It is Trump's reaction to being shot at. That is the reason why people are supporting him. And I have to say, as someone who, I've had my differences with President Trump, I've definitely disagreed with him on a lot of things. I didn't support him in the primary. To see his reaction, it was really impressive. It was really brave. I can't say that I would have acted the same. The fact that he wants to stand up, the Secret Service have told him that the shooter's been neutralized, but he wants to stand up and he says, fight, fight, fight. That is going to go down as one of the most important moments in American history, maybe even the most important moment in this century of a presidential candidate. I mean, just the amount of strength and bravery it shows is incredible. Again, this is coming from someone that didn't support Trump before. And so, again, whether it's rational or fair or not, lots of people that were on the fence before are now swayed towards Trump. There's no question. Because there's nothing inspiring about Joe Biden at this point. He's senile. If you're crazy and you're just kind of bought into the liberal agenda, you're going to vote for him. Nothing was going to convince you otherwise. But if you were on the fence, seeing something heroic from President Trump is enough to sway you. So I think the kind of the polling going forward is going to be really fascinating. Of course, I'll report on that. And the other thing that I have to speak to as well, with things just looking better and better for Donald Trump, is that his classified documents case was dismissed today by judges. And I'll do a whole video on that probably in the future as well. But again, if you're Joe Biden, the only things being said about you right now is that you're old and you're just not with it. And that sucks. The only things being talked about are Biden being bad. But then if you're Donald Trump right now, the two really good things are you were incredibly brave and there's an assassination attempt, on your life. And this case that was totally bogus from the beginning was just dismissed by a judge, which is fantastic news for him. Also, some breaking news that just came out. If you didn't hear, he has chosen his vice president. It's J.D. Vance. I'm going to do a whole video on this tomorrow. It's a really interesting pick. There's some pros and there's some cons on it, but J.D. Vance is now going to be presumably the vice president of the United States and has replaced Mike Pence as Donald Trump's running mate. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.